Good morning. My name is Ryan Bitteteau, and I'm the Director of Enrollment for Lindsey Wilson College School of Professional Counseling. And I've had the extreme privilege to be the instructor for several of the classes for this graduating group. And I have to begin by saying what an honor it is to stand here and speak for you today as we mark this occasion of your graduation. As everyone in here already knows, this is a great, very special group of people. They are short in number, but they are long in talent, very long in talent. And even more importantly, they hold the distinction of being the first graduating class from Mountain Empire Community College. Now, there'll be other graduating classes. There may be some that are better looking, which I doubt it. Probably not, right? But there can only be one first, and that's you guys. And I want to congratulate you for that. Now, as you guys leave here today and you begin to celebrate this accomplishment, take the time to recognize and thank every single family member, friend, instructor, everybody that you shared this experience with, because without their support, your road would have been a lot harder to get here. So make sure that you thank those people. You know, so many commencement speeches are filled with grandiose stories and key points that, you know, the speaker wants you to take away that's going to inspire you and is going to help you go out and conquer the world and be ready to change things. And as I sit down to write the speech, I was trying to find those things. I was thinking, you know, what is the story that I can tell? What is the great quote I can give you? And the more I thought, one thing continued to come back to my mind. Instead of giving you some story or some quote, I want to give you some lessons that I think you've learned over the last 18 months while you've been in this program. Now, some of these lessons were very hard. Some of these lessons were very fun. Some of these lessons changed your life forever. And there's just a few that I want to talk about. First and foremost, you learn to trust. And I know this is a fact because when you heard about this program, none of you had a clue who Lindsey Wilson was. In fact, I think a couple of you are guilty of showing up saying, I'm here to meet some lady named Lindsey Wilson. Do you know where she's at? So you met with me and you talked with me and you learned about what we had to offer here. And you liked what you heard, obviously. But I also had to throw in that one little detail about the fact that we were waiting for approval to operate in the state of Virginia. And boy, did we wait and wait and wait. But you trusted us. You believed in what we told you. You believed us when we told you that we felt like we would be here in the fall. And you passed up other opportunities to take a chance on Lindsey Wilson. And that trust has led you to this point today. You've learned, especially Brandon and Brett, that no matter the final score, the University of Kentucky is much better than Tennessee and North Carolina. Okay? I'm sorry. I couldn't pass up the opportunity for me to get that dig in and you can't say anything back. Another lesson I think you've learned is that you've learned to believe in yourself. I've had the pleasure, as I said, of teaching several classes for this group. And the amount of growth and maturity that's happened over the last 18 months has been fantastic. You're very different people now than you were 18 months ago. You stop and think about it. Not just educationally, not just occupationally, but in your life. You're different people. And I've seen that growth, and I'm so honored, and I'm in so much awe of having that opportunity. The self-confidence that you have gained during your time in this program, it's not just changed you, it's changed the people around you. Your children see this accomplishment. Your spouses, your fiancés, they've seen this. They've seen that it's possible to graduate from college. And that's an important thing for all of our family to learn. That's an important lesson for you to pass on. You've learned every one of those stinking top 10 basic helping skills. You better shake your head yes, or otherwise we're going back to the classroom as soon as this ceremony's over. Honestly, you have learned everything and you have mastered everything that this faculty has put before you. Relish in that. That's a huge accomplishment. Okay? This is my favorite. As I sit down and I thought about you guys, this is my favorite one. You've learned that in the entire world, there is at least 5 other people that will fight tooth and nail for you all the way. And those 5 people are sitting in this row beside you. I told you our very first class that you would turn into a family. You remember that? Our first night at Intro to Human Services. Some of you looked at me like I was a little baddie. But it's true. You guys have turned into a family. And we're so fortunate in life if we can find one true friend. But you guys have found 5. Enjoy that. Honor that. Hold that up. And make sure that you keep it when you leave here today. I've taught you a lot of things. And there's one thing that I hope you learned from me. Something that I haven't spoken. It's something that I've tried to model. And it's a lesson that I was taught in my life. Very important lesson. And no offense to our fantastic faculty, but it didn't come from a doctorate level person. It didn't come from a master's level person. It came from a coal miner who had a high school diploma. It came from my father. And my father taught me that no matter what I do in life, I strive to be the best at that. He taught me that my entire life, from the time I was a boy. And he said to me, Ryan, I don't care if you grow up to be a teacher. I don't care if you grow up to be a lawyer, a doctor, or if you're the guy that picks up the garbage on Tuesdays. You be the best at that job. You strive to be perfect at that job. Because if you do that, you will be successful. And I hope that I've modeled that for you all. It's something that I hold very dear to my heart. It's something that I've passed on or trying to pass on to my child. And I hope that you've seen that from me over the last 18 months. Now, as you remember from your theories class, existential theorists expressed that our lives are a journey. They're not a destination. You guys remember that? Okay? So as you leave here to get started on your journey, I want to leave you with 3 final things. 3 points, okay? And I want you to add these to your roadmap as you head out of here, okay? The first thing, enjoy the ride. Enjoy this ride, okay? Laugh every day. Make sure you laugh every day. Learn how to laugh at yourself. Some of the best jokes I've told in class, and believe me, for those of you who have never sat through my class, I tell a lot of bad ones. The best ones are always the ones that I make fun of myself. And I just usually do it before Brett and Brandon have a chance to make fun of me. But learn to laugh at yourself. Enjoy all the moments that make life special. Stop and look around from time to time. Take a minute to look around at the world and marvel at it. And in this life that is full of putting the pedal to the metal and getting one task done so you can hurry up and get to the next one, don't be afraid to hit the cruise control every now and then. And just enjoy the moment. Okay? So enjoy the ride is the first thing I want you to do. The second thing, attack the tough times. I tell my cross-country kids all the time that the difference between mediocrity and excellence in a person is the willingness to look the hard times in the face and push through it. Sometimes the hardest times in our life will teach us the most important lessons. We know that. And hard times are going to continue to come. We talked about that in class. We talked about the fact that life's not fair. We're going to lose loved ones. We're going to experience illness. We're going to experience tough times. Push through those. It makes you a stronger person. Okay?